me ask you this. Does it ever bother you that whenever you're watching a Pinocchio adaptation, there's none of them that feels like they're actually telling the true story of it? You know what I'm talking about. Rather it be you're watching the 1940 Walt Disney classic, or that really weird 1996 live action version, or if for some reason you're watching the Roberto Bernini version, which oddly enough there's two now, so I guess you could take your pick. But my point is, it just feels like there is no Pinocchio adaptation that is actually brave enough to go and tell the true story of Pinocchio. And by the way, when I say true story, I don't mean that stupid book made by Carlo Collodi. What the heck does that guy know about puppets anyways? I mean the actual real-life true events of what happened to Pinocchio. And I feel like this is a major problem that has never been solved for decades, centuries even. And I demand this to change. I demand that we see the real-life events of a wooden boy that is brought to life by a blue fairy and often gets conned by an anthropomorphic fox and cat. We need justice on that thing! But luckily, it seems that now the time has come that justice will finally be served, and we will actually have that true story of Pinocchio. And funny enough, it is brought to us by Lionsgate right over here, in which it is called Pinocchio, A True Story. And you know it's telling the true story because the title says so. In fact, even in the bottom of the DVD right over here, it actually does say, the true legend comes to life at last. And that's what everybody is feeling right now. Because of the release of this, people are saying, at last, we can finally have the truth of Pinocchio. And I actually got the movie right over here. I am all ready with this. And actually, to tell you the truth, all jokes aside, I'm actually pretty excited about this. It's the kind of thing where ever since I first laid my eyes on that trailer, you know the one I'm talking about, the one that we have all seen.
Father, when can I leave to be on my own? I've got the whole world to see.
I'm just purely excited to see what the magic will have in store in this movie in particular. So I'm already hyped up for this. So all right, so now it is time that we know about the truth of Pinocchio. In 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so Russia. Oh dear, this is a movie from Russia? Well, this kind of makes things awkward now because, what poor timing to go and watch a movie from Russia. Oh, okay, we're already starting. Okay, beautiful. Let's go and begin this thing.
And full of great wonders. You may have
Oh,
heard
God!
that once
Ew!
upon a
Oh!
time,
Oh!
A man named Geppetto carved a puppet out of wood.
Okay, yeah, I think he did way too good of a job because it really did look like Geppetto was just coming in with a legitimate decapitated head. Like, the design on Pinocchio just looks a little too realistic. I'd see him, like, see his head just, like, be off his body. It's just, it feels off and it feels wrong. Like, ew. Not a great way to introduce this or introduce Pinocchio.
To the wooden boy. Sound good?
I know a guy by that name. He's my neighbor. A drunk with a red nose. Maybe Leonardo. That won't do either. He'd grow up to be a selfish actor, or an artist, or a turtle who only cares about pizza.
Oh, wow. Okay. Like, I knew about, like, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles reference, which is kind of weird for this movie, but... Okay, I didn't expect a stab at DiCaprio like that. Like, wow. Already, Geppetto is just starting off, like, savage.
Tybalt, you're probably the only talking horse in the world. I was glad to invite you to my home, but I don't think it gives you the right to criticize this fine work.
To criticize this fine work, eh? And that's where the internet came in. Actually, that is a good question. Like, in this world, how does Tybalt talk? Like, will this actually establish why he is actually the only talking horse in the world? I mean, like, is there going to be any explanation? I don't know. Like, we're gonna get an explanation to why Pinocchio comes to life, but, like, what's with Tybalt's thing? Like, how can he talk in the first place? That's actually a good question. Hi, Pinocchio.
Son? Alive? I don't believe my eyes.
Wait, is this it? Oh, no. Okay, no.
Alive!
Whoa, okay.
I'm a boy and I'm alive!
What? Did he start off drunk? Like, okay, wow, the first thing he says, and already, he sounds completely inebriated, just like, I'm a boy and I'm alive! Wow.
And what do you think will come of all this?
Yes, but,
Don't you worry, Senor Geppetto. I've got everything under control.
and that
Oh
is
my
what I'm
God.
afraid of.
You can't have an actual horse sound, you gotta legit have John Heder do the neighs for him. Oh
Greetings,
my
good
God.
gentlemen. My name is
Wow.
Geppetto. May I ask who I
Oh,
am
we're
speaking
gonna
to
be in
today?
for something
I am Brion,
special.
Detective Constable.
Oh
Have you
boy.
seen anyone suspicious around here lately?
No one but you, Detective Brioni.
It's not a joke. It's a very serious matter. We're looking for tough criminals.
I assure you, there is no one here like that.
And you don't find that little fact suspicious?
What little fact?
You don't think it's suspicious that there's no one suspicious in your home?
Okay, well, what are you looking for in the first
Absolutely not,
place?
Detective.
Like, can you describe us what you're looking for? What are, like, the suspicious things that you're even looking for?
Let's start with a stable.
Because so far you're just going around finding something
Excuse me,
suspicious.
but it is your job to wait.
Like,
and
hopefully
my
it will
job
explain
is to
this, but,
investigate.
like,
Yes.
so far, like, he's just snooping
That's
around for
exactly
no
what I'll
reason.
do.
It's okay, Dad, don't worry. Even if they find me, I can always pretend to be a tree stump. Father, tell me, when can I leave to be on my own? I've got the whole world to see.
He said the thing! He said the thing from the meme! He did it! He said the thing! And very early, surprisingly enough, as well. But he said it! We got the thing! We have the meme moment! And honestly, it is still as glorious as it was in the trailer. Oh boy, already, okay, off to a beautiful start, Please deliver us more. Hopefully it can give us more material than just this. I mean, we still got like a whole movie to go through, but still, I'm already very satisfied that we do have the meme already happening in the context of the movie, so.
Let's see what it was.
Oh yeah, okay, we're gonna get more. We're absolutely gonna get more. Especially if we're gonna get deliveries like that.
But you know, what about my dream?
You have a dream?
Yes, Tybalt, I have a special, most treasured dream.
And the yassification continues. I did have a feeling that if Pauly Shore is going to be delivering his lines like the whole world to see thing, there would be much more.
She's headed for the cliff. She's gonna fall. My greetings, sir.
Mamma mia! A wooden boy!
Are you serious? Are you freaking serious?
I think I'm
We
okay.
just really?
What are you shooting
Why?
at, pervert?
Why?
He's
Like,
talking.
what? Do you have to react like a freaking true American that way? Like you don't know what you're witnessing, and then suddenly you just freaking shoot.
But someone here
Like,
has
that's a
sausage
thing.
brains, and
Like
that
that
means
has to be
one
written
question,
in a
who's the
script.
real monster
That
here?
the Gideon with a gun reacts to Pinocchio. His first reaction is just shoot him. Someone has to write in a script that a character has to shoot Pinocchio with a legitimate gun. Like, how is that a thing?
in that
Why
case,
is this a
I think you
thing?
deserve a...
My God. Wow.
Eyes.
I can't believe there's actually a thing that could even top Pauly Shore's performance in this. Oh my God. Shooting Pinocchio.
go.
Wow, that is a first. I'll give you
On
that.
him like he's a door.
Well, your own home should never feel like a prison. You can go.
Thank you, Daddy. I knew you wouldn't say no. Let's go, Tybalt. Great adventures await.
Wait, I'm sorry, what was that?
Later, my dear Geppetto.
Skitty. Excuse me?
Careful, my son.
Well, honestly, I think what really does it for me is the fact that he legit does call Geppetto Daddy. I mean, if there is any Pinocchio out there that would have the right to legit call Geppetto Daddy, it would have to be that one. It has to be. I think, like, it fits perfectly with this Pinocchio. And just, like, that addition right there, like, it makes it perfect. Like, this Pinocchio is exactly what we hope that this Pinocchio would be. Pauly Shore certainly did not disappoint on this one.
Do everything myself.
Pinocchio.
Yeah? It's time. You're right.
Are you playing the cymbals? How are you making... Wait, how are you making that sound with the cymbals? Is it just me, or like... Okay, I'm not seeing things, right? Like, the dude was legit playing his cymbals and was making the drum sound. Like, is it just me? I don't know. Like, I'm not expecting, like, proper consistency with the animation, especially with this animation, but still, it's just like... I don't know, that, like, the instrument that he is using, I just don't feel like it's not making the sound that it should be.
Crowd is gasping, what a twist. Somersaulting
Wait.
to the abyss.
Wait, this is wait, are we actually gonna have a musical number? My God, what is with these movies always surprising me with, like, having... Oh dear. Okay, whoa, what? Why did we need that shot? Why did we need that camera shot? Excuse me, but can we have an explanation to how old Bella is, first of all, before even doing that shot in the first place? Because I don't know, it's just we're looking a little too we're looking a little too high up in that direction. But yeah, even as I was saying, like, what's with these movies suddenly surprising us with a musical number? Like, why do we even need a musical number? I mean, I'll give it, like, she ain't really a bad singer. Like, the song ain't, like, it ain't cringy for the most part, but I mean, is this necessary? Did we need this? I don't know. It's just... man, I mean, we need to trust this movie because they know what it's talking about. It is the true story, after all. Hey, wait a minute. Wait, didn't we just see that? No, wait, we did just see this. Wait a minute, hold on, I need to call foul on this. You can't just go and reuse animation that we literally just saw just to establish a montage. No, you can't do that, man. I mean, like, I mean, with this kind of movie, like, yeah, of course it would do something like that, but still, you can't just go and make a montage out of reused animation that we just saw, like, less than a minute ago. Like, seriously, like, if you wanna do that kind of montage, give us some time, like, at least delay it by a few minutes ahead. You can't just, like, play some scenes and then immediately replay them again for the sake of a montage while popping up, like, low-quality posters for these.
They're touring small towns.
Like, seriously.
They came here yesterday.
I mean, like, yeah, I get it, like, it's the kind of thing that's, like, pointless to go and heavily criticize on a movie like this, but still, man, I like, the animation side of me needs to cry foul on this thing. I mean, if I ain't gonna do it, who the fridge will?
Where they're going next.
I did want to see the world, but as soon as I met her, I realized she is the most beautiful thing the world has to offer.
This Pinocchio? Falling in love with a girl? Yeah, is that what you're trying to tell me, movie?
Alright,
Is that what you're trying to tell
what do
me?
you
I mean,
intend to do
granted, I'll say
What do you
this.
mean?
Like, if you
What
want to
can
make a
I
love
do?
story with
I mean,
Pinocchio,
you have
okay,
to do
that's fine.
something.
But with this
Give her some
Pinocchio,
flowers,
and how they've established it,
invite her for
and
a walk on the
especially with that Pauly Shore
Look how
performance,
beautiful
you
it is
cannot
out there.
tell me that
The
this
moon and
Pinocchio is
stars
freaking
twinkling
straight.
in the water.
You can't just go
Boats
from
rolling gently
calling
by the
Geppetto
shore.
Daddy
And all the
and then
cafes are
immediately
closed, so you
to,
won't have to
oh,
buy
I'm
her
in
ice
love with
cream.
Bella. No.
You
That
have
ain't how
no
it works,
reason
man.
to be afraid, Pinocchio.
In fact,
Trust me,
I don't know,
it's
maybe
better
I'm
to
wrong,
regret things
but
you've done
this
than
movie
regret
would
things
probably
you've
be better
never
if he
tried.
does fall in love with a
Really?
boy, but
I don't wanna
I don't know,
cross
like
the
seeing
line.
this right now, falling in love with that
What
girl,
happens if she
I'm not
says
buying
no
it,
to
man.
Either
I
you go
am
and
not
talk to
buying
her,
that this
or we go
Pinocchio
back home.
can be in love
I'm
with a
not
girl.
going to spend
It's
my
just,
life
nah,
waiting for
man.
you to make up your mind.
You've really established this Pinocchio as who he is right now, which is fine, but you can't just go 180 with it and then suddenly have him go in a straight relationship. Nah, that's not how it works.
Better listen to your father.
Trust me, it will be better this way. You have to leave as soon as possible.
But
No buts. Get out. Leave. I don't even like you.
Okay, two things. Number one, that hair physic is like going all over the place. That, like, Bella's hair has like a gravity of its own. And number two, yeah, like, I think it's safe to say that the acting here ain't great. Not just, like, yeah, like, Pauly Shore is one thing, but a lot of the others, and I'd even say Jon Heder, is just not great. And it's obvious that with Bella, they hired her for her singing, not for her acting. And it shows.
That's hilarious.
What? Hold on, fella. That's the funniest thing I heard today. Did you seriously think that you and Bella...
Okay, I get it. You're in an animated film, but you don't have to really play up the special voice. Because, like, here's a good acting tip. Here's a good voice acting tip. It's better to focus more on the acting more so than the voice. Because if you just focus on the voice, you're going to lose a lot of the acting. Case in point, that stupid cat over here. The Gideon character with a gun. Because, honestly, this dude is obviously way too focused on just, like, trying to do the cat character, instead of actually focusing on being an actor, basically. On actually acting and emoting. If you can't do both, then pick one or the other. And you gotta pick acting, don't just do the voice, because then, well, you're gonna result in this, and you're gonna rely on your gun to, like, build up your personality.
But he said it was his dream. Well, it's time for me to stop sitting around and go find my boy. Wherever you are, Pinocchio, I hope you're all right.
Okay. See, that's better. This is way better acting. I mean, like, well, Tom Kenny is a very well-known professional voice actor, so, like, yeah, it's expected that he would do a good job with this performance. And I mean, even here, it's not that bad, but, like, honestly, just the thing is that with Geppetto, it's like, well, I mean, you built Pinocchio because you were lonely. Why not just build another Pinocchio? I mean, you could go and, like, you can go and find him again, yeah, but, like, how long has it been? How long have you had Pinocchio before he went out to be on his own? You know, like, I don't think we've ever established that timeline. Like, is it just a few weeks, years, months, or just days? Like, how long has it been for you to go and have a real connection with this Pinocchio? Just go and build another puppet again. I mean, granted, like, you can ask that fairy girl, like, to go and give him life again. Like, you probably need to do that again, but still, it's just, I don't know, it's just with Geppetto's logic, it doesn't make sense.
And I'm not so sure I want to find out.
Ah, stop being such a coward.
I'm not a coward. I'm just cautious.
Whoa.
What is that noise? Like, can you warn me, Polly, before you do these kinds of things?
We're looking for a
Like,
fairy. Her name is Lucinda.
honestly, even just the noise, like, it doesn't have to be legit words. It's just even the sounds that Pauly Shore makes can be as memorable as some of these quotes that he has already said.
Are you Senora Lucinda?
I'm surprised you're still full of surprises, movie. So at least you do provide me with that.
Moved here.
Oh, that's exactly how much I have.
Hold on just a second. First, I'd like to ask you, how do you know his name?
Are you sure you're in love with Bella, man?
Please excuse my friend.
Seriously, man, you're really making me question this. Like, I can buy that you want to become a real boy. I can buy that you fall in love, but not with a girl, man. Not this Pinocchio. It's just, this feels like the biggest lie of them all in this true story. This is the thing for me that feels like it's what's making me question that this is a true story. It's the fact that he's in love with a girl. I think this would be more credible and would feel like a real life Pinocchio story. Oh my god, there's a wow. He's already packing heat. He's got his gun again. Is he gonna try to shoot Pinocchio again? Are you gonna use that gun to try to stop Tybalt and Pinocchio? Oh my god, he is. Oh, you gotta establish a freaking action scene like that.
Santa Maria Madonna on the bicycle. Why did you have to jump out like that? You ruined everything.
That stupid horse was starting to get on my nerves with his annoying questions.
Well, great job. We didn't get the money, the puppet is gone, and what are we going to tell Mangiafoco?
I don't know, that you almost shot him?
Am I dying? I think I'm hit.
Like, seriously, this dude's got gun issues. He's a little too dependent on his gun.
Can you just stop?
Oh my god, this Gideon is way too, like, why does he even have a gun? Like, that's what I want to know. What made them ask that the Gideon character needs a gun? Did they watch Disney's Pinocchio and they thought to themselves, hey, you know what these two are missing? You know, Honest John and Gideon? If one of them has a gun. Well, I mean, the cat is not really talking much, so let's give him a gun. Let's make things more interesting. Let's see what happens if we make him shoot Pinocchio in the face.
Just in case.
Like, seriously, like, I really want to know, like, where did the idea come from of introducing a gun to Gideon?
Oh, yeah?
It's like probably my biggest mystery with this movie. Like, why the gun?
Quit it.
You're the one who's invincible to bullets, Pinocchio? Right. Well, I say one Lucilda is more than enough for today.
You know, one thing I gotta say is that I know Jon Heder is better than this. Like, I don't blame him for, you know, for working on this film. You know, like, when you're an actor, you gotta do what you can in order to find jobs and stuff. So I get it. But with Jon Heder, I know he could be a very solid actor, not just in stuff like Napoleon Dynamite. Like, one good example is his performance in Walt Before Mickey. That's not a good film, but the best thing about it is actually Jon Heder's performance as Roy O. Disney. He was amazing in it. And I think it is safe to say that this, honestly, like, this here is not a good example of his talents. Like, Jon Heder definitely deserves better. If there is one actor in this that should have a better career than to be appearing in stuff like this, it has to be Jon Heder.
We're following the trail. Don't you two get it?
No, you never established anything.
I've exposed a criminal gang operating under the guise of a circus. They sell out their shows, and while the whole town watches their performance, they rob people's homes.
Oh! Okay! My God, why didn't you say that in the first place?
Pinocchio.
Because it really felt
He's
like
the
all your
shrewd,
scenes were
hardened
just like
criminal
so
we're after.
pointless, and it's like
He might
you
not
were
get
just
his
looking
own
for
hands
anything
dirty in the
suspicious
robberies,
without any
but it's
context.
his
Okay, so
wooden hands
you just want to go and
pull
find
all the
the evil
strings.
circus group
He's a
that's like
brilliant
going from town to
criminal
town stealing
mastermind.
things that...
And right now,
Oh my God. Wait. No, it is. Oh my God. I can't believe... No. I don't believe it. Do you guys know what this is? The fact that, okay, we have villains that are running a circus and they go from town to town stealing things, and the protagonist falls in love with the girl who's like the only good person in the circus group. It's... Oh my God. It's the Hunchback of Notre Dame 2! This is a ripoff of Hunchback of Notre Dame 2!
Yes, but first I have to talk
I
to
can't...
Bella.
Wow!
Talk to her.
Like, it's
She's
like
just
only
as
now that I
guilty as
realize,
her
and the
father
fact that
is.
this is a
Yeah, but
love
don't you
story
get it?
with... Oh
I
my
have to
God.
tell her that she's in danger.
Wow! Honestly,
Pinocchio,
out of
why
all the
don't you
things
understand?
out of all the
This is
things
life.
that this movie
Sometimes
would
your
give
friends
us,
are not your friends at
I
all.
didn't
Yes,
expect
Tibble,
this to
you're a
happen.
fine example of that.
Wow.
What?
You
Okay.
heard me.
Well, in that case,
Frickin'
if
Hunchback
you
of
wanna
Notre
spend your
Dame
life in
2.
prison,
My
go
God.
ahead. I'm out.
That's
And the
fine with
musical
me.
number,
Leave
like
if
we
you
have
want. I don't
sudden
need you
musical
anyway.
numbers that are kind of pointless.
I will leave.
Oh,
Good
well,
riddance
okay,
and
one,
Good luck.
I think.
Keep your
Well, one or
luck to
two, but...
yourself. We both know you'll
Still,
never
though, this is a freaking ripoff of Hunchback of Notre Dame 2! Why are we ripping off Hunchback of Notre Dame 2? Oh my God. You know, honestly, I know, I don't know. Like, some people might think, like, I'm going a little too much on that thing, but still, like, I just went through that not long ago, and I thought, like, okay, I'm done with that movie, I can move on. I never thought that I would come back to it in the form of a Russian CGI Pinocchio movie. Like, seriously.
Me, Cat, Fox, Bella.
Bella?
Oh, wait.
You're lying.
Wait, their names are actually just Cat and Fox? That's it?
What are you
Like, I don't know, like...
Bella, do you know
Like,
what your
I don't know,
father
at
and his
least, like,
friends
I thought
really
you would
do?
put in an effort to
I
actually, like,
know. I
name
mean,
them
I
instead of
only
just
recently
Cat
found out
and
tonight.
Fox.
So, you
That's
did know
it?
the truth. Tybalt was right.
What? Because of you, they're both locked up?
I swear I've never wanted any of this to happen.
Sure you haven't. You know, you were
Okay,
the reason
hold on a
Pinocchio
sec.
decided to
How many
come
times are
back.
we gonna see this
Are
girl
you
cry? Because, like,
aware
so
that
far,
we're
like,
wanted by the
half of the
police?
scenes that we've seen her
He
so
wanted
far,
to
like,
rescue you,
she always
and
breaks
now
down
he's
crying.
behind
Like,
bars.
is
You
this
have
all
to
that
believe
she
me.
does?
I didn't know what my father
Like,
was
even
doing
if
behind
even
my
if Pinocchio is in love with her, like, honestly, it's like,
Father?
are you sure you don't want to find someone
back.
else?
The cat and the fox rob people's
Like,
houses
okay,
during our
outside of,
showtimes.
like, the person, outside of, like, how
Knew it
Pinocchio
all
has
along.
established
You
himself
were involved
with
in
his
this
personality,
shady business.
like, are you sure you don't want to
Me
find
too.
anyone
You have
else?
to believe me.
Like,
I
just
want to
anyone
help
else. It doesn't
Pinocchio,
have to
but
be
I
a
don't
boy,
know
it doesn't have to
how.
be a girl, or whatever. Like, just anyone else. Other than, like, the waterworks girl
Where did you
here.
get that handkerchief?
Especially after, like,
It was with
the
me
whole
when
thing that
Pinocchio
technically with
found
her
me in
being
the woods
involved
as a
with
child.
this.
He's not my real father.
Me and my friends have prepared a little song for you to enjoy.
Another musical number?
I don't remember approving
Oh
this.
boy.
Oh well.
Do we need to do this
Long
as a
the
musical
audience is
number?
happy.
Alright, let's see what we got then. Wait! I knew it! I freaking knew it! It is just, like, he is just, like, hitting the cymbals and all he's doing is just, yeah, like, that's all he's doing! He's just hitting the cymbals and it's making all different sounds! Okay, so it's not just me! And oh my god! Wow, this really did not need to be a musical number.
The audience is
Yeesh.
us. The thief walks
Oh,
down the street.
that is bad!
of the doors he wants and hides behind the coat. They must be caught, come on, so everyone knows who they are.
Oh, that is terrible. Why?
And yes, we're poor artists. The best reward for us is watching.
Is this even, like, rehearsed? Like, wow, that is... That's amazing. This is honestly one of the worst musical numbers. Oh, jeez. Thank you, Polly. Thank you for that lovely contribution there. Yeah, this is literally one of the worst musical numbers I've heard in an animated film ever. Like,
Did any of you know about
wow.
Boss, we need to stop the show immediately.
That is
No way.
bad. Like, I know there was a lot of crap going on with this movie, but that musical number, though, like, wow. That's just, it's astonishing.
I knew it.
Wow.
I don't know about you, but I would like to stay out of jail.
And now,
Wait, what?
I have testimony from several witnesses, as well as confessions
Like-
from the culprits.
Wait,
the cat
wait.
And the fox.
Am I missing a scene somewhere?
Senor
Like, when did
You
T-Bolt and
are
you
under
made
arrest.
amends? Because last I saw, he kicked
My
you
ingenious
and your
plan is
sidekicks up a tree. When did
It's
you even
all
have this
your
conversation?
fault, You stupid.
Like, when did that happen? I don't know. I feel like we're missing something here. Oh my. I just hear the back. Yeah, are you listening to the background, people? Oh my god, fire! Oh my god. And I gotta say, this has got to be, yeah, this is the most polite fire that I've ever seen. Like, I've never seen a fire that spreads so quickly, but, like, it doesn't spread, like, too fast where it harms anyone. Like, it manages to wait until everybody gets out of their seats and leave the circus, and then it goes out to spread.
Out of here.
I gotta say, I'm actually quite impressed with the logic of this fire, where apparently politeness is now added to how it works.
Mamma mia, I have to get out.
Yeah, well, Pinocchio doesn't seem that harmed. I don't know about you, but like him coming out, like, he seems fine.
Pinocchio, my poor boy.
Or, okay, maybe not. I guess they have to go and add like, the damage afterwards. I don't know, like, am I the only one that noticed the difference between, like, when he came right out of the tent and, like, right now? Okay, we only need one person to cry for Pinocchio. We don't need, like, everyone to go and contribute, okay? We don't need the audience to talk.
Pinocchio.
Buddy, you are alive.
Yeah, I guess so.
And you are
So,
human now.
wait.
What?
So, wait, okay, hold on.
I'm really human?
If I'm
Of course
registering
you
this
are. Don't
correctly,
you remember what I said?
so,
Everything
is this
was
because of
indeed
Bella,
wrong,
or is it
Pinocchio.
because of what Lucilda did? Because,
Senor Lucilda,
correct me if I'm wrong, but
do this?
did Bella revive Pinocchio
No, my
and turn him into a real boy
You did it yourself.
with Pikachu tears?
You
Is that what
sacrificed
happened?
yourself for another.
I don't know, like,
Only someone
I'm just trying to connect the dots of what we've just
heart and
witnessed.
soul could do this.
I'm so sorry.
Like, I know there is the whole
wrongly
moral
accused you,
thing
my
of
dear
what you're trying to
Pinocchio.
do, but,
Senor T-Ball
like,
told me the
honestly, that's
whole
what I'm seeing so
story.
far.
And we
I
came
witnessed
up with
Pikachu
the
tears
perfect plan
landing on the wooden
for
puppet and
catching
suddenly
the
becoming to
real
life.
criminal. And look at
I'm
that.
just
They're
okay.
all
I don't know.
arrested.
Hey,
And
we're
the
almost
case
done. We're
is
almost at the
closed.
home stretch. So
And now it's time for me to go back. Welcome to the amazing new circus of the Brioni family and their friends. Hooray!
really, like, oh wow! Now the drum, that magical drum. No, the magical cymbals now can play EDM drums. Like, how can you, like, how, man? Come on. Well, like, what's with the shenanigans, man? We're about finished. You don't need to give us any more shenanigans like this. Well, now. Wait, what? That's it? Wait, is that how we're ending it like this? That's how it ends. It's just like the one jump, and now it's the credits. Really? Is that how we're gonna play it? Oh, okay. I mean, okay, we're done. We're actually done with the movie, so... Okay, so I'll take it. I'll take it. Fine. We're done. We're done. I'm finished. So, yeah. That was Pinocchio. That's the true story of Pinocchio, apparently. No crickets. No nose growing when you tell a lie. Just, this is it. This is Pinocchio, a true story. And, yeah. Oh, boy. And I mean, I will say in terms of like the dubbing job, I do get it that dubbing can be very difficult and like it can be very tough to master considering that it requires the work of many different people all together in order to like really execute it right. But even here, it's just, even that is all in shambles and not even good dubbing can even save what we ended up with. And there is one more thing that I do want to mention. Like, I don't know if this sounds a little too egotistical, but I know that I would consider myself to be responsible for this whole Pinocchio meme. Like, I remember a few months ago, I made that tweet just sharing the one little clip from the trailer, like, after I talked about it in my podcast, and I was never expecting that it would become so huge, that it would become so viral, that it ended up becoming one of the big phenomenons of 2022, at least in entertainment, in which we ended up giving so much attention to this Pinocchio movie, and even becoming a massive obsession on TikTok.
I'm gonna read some of the tweets here. The moment I first heard Pinocchio's voice, it was such magical!
And I think from here on out, I don't know if I should apologize for causing that meme and giving so much attention to this movie in particular, but I think, like, after all that, there's just one more thing for me to do. One more thing to go and fully conclude this whole journey with Pinocchio, a true story. Stick to the end because, well... You'll see, it has to be done, especially from me.
I don't believe my eyes. Your name will be Pinocchio.
Father, when can I leave to be on my own? I've got the whole world to see.
You are too special